Hello and welcome class 7. Hope you all are doing good. In this video, we are going to start third chapter of your civics. How the state government works. Children, this is a very interesting chapter. You have already learned about the work of government at local level, panchayat level in your previous class. In class 6, you have studied about Panchayati Raj. Now we are going to study the government at state level. Before going further, firstly, we understand the meaning of the government. We all know the government is the group of people with the authority to govern a country or a state. A group of people who have power or authority to manage, to control a particular area. That area can be a state or a country. And that group of people together is called government. In our country, we have government at various levels. You can see this pyramid figure here. At the lower level, there is local government. Above that is the state government, and on the top it is national or central government. So overall, there are 3 levels of the government. Here you are studying about the state government. So to understand state government, firstly, we have a look on different states of India. We have 28 states and 8 union territories in our country. Here is the map, and our whole country is divided into various states. And my dear children, you must know that each state has its own government. All the states and union territory has some group of people that control its working and govern them. Therefore, each state in India has its own government, and each state has its own group of people that takes decision for that particular state. And this group is called, now we are saying it is called state government, but state government consists of an assembly of people. That assembly is called legislative assembly. Clear? So, legislative assembly is a group of people that take decisions for a particular state. For example, Haryana has its own legislative assembly. Delhi has its own legislative assembly. Madhya Pradesh has its own legislative assembly. So, legislative assembly is a group of people that represents the government of that state. Now, after this, there is a question: who is an MLA, member of legislative assembly? Who becomes, we understood the meaning of legislative assembly, the government of the state. Now, how a particular person becomes a member of legislative assembly, we will see. So, we move on to how is an MLA elected, how the member of legislative assembly is elected. Each state is divided into different areas called constituencies. Every state is divided into different parts, and one particular part is called constituency. And from each constituency, the people elect one representative who then becomes the member of legislative assembly. Let's take the example of Haryana. After that example, it will be more clear to you that how is an MLA elected. Here is the map of Haryana. You can see that Haryana is divided into different small areas. And that area, one particular area is called constituencies. And there are total 90 constituencies of Haryana. So, this map shows that the state of Haryana is divided into 90 constituency. Now, in each constituency, the election will be held. And during that election, many people from various different political parties will stand in elections, and from each constituency, only one person will be elected. And likewise, we will have 90 people, one from each constituency. and that person will represent his or her constituency. And those 90 people together will make legislative assembly of that particular state. For example, these 90 people will together make the legislative assembly of Haryana, and these 90 people represents their own particular constituency. Now moving further, once we have elected 90 people, these 90 people belong to different political parties. For example, in our country, we have different political parties like Bharatiya Janata Party, Indian National Congress, Aam Aadmi Party, etc. So these 90 MLAs belong to different political parties. Once the legislative assembly is made, a political party whose MLAs won more than half the number of the constituencies can be said into majority. For example, now we have seen the case of Haryana. There were total 90 constituencies, 90 MLAs were elected. Now out of those 90 MLAs, for example, out of 90, 47 belong to BJP, 25 belong to Congress, and 18 belong to Aam Aadmi Party. This was the result. And if we see, the half of 90 is 45. 40, if any party is getting more than half, like in this case, the BJP is having more than half candidates, so we can say that the Bharatiya Janata Party has won the elections with majority. That is more than 45 votes. And the party who has won with majority is called the ruling party, and the other party, other MLAs, like the MLAs of Congress and Aam Aadmi Party, are called the opposition party.